spoiler alert, this product is amazing.
Last night I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was awake for too long, thinking about work, relationships, electricity bill, whatever. And I was awake till I think I got back to sleep about 5, and then my alarm went off at 6. So this is the third night in a row that it's happened, and I am ready for a change.
I've done a bit of research and I found this product called a Dodow, which emits a blue light onto the ceiling while you try to get to sleep at night, and you just follow it with your breath. So there's no drugs involved, which is good. I like that. And I've ordered it online. I'm a little bit skeptical, but apparently it's a sleeping miracle. So I'm going to give it a go, and then I'm going to give you my review about all the pros and cons of the Dodow coming up. G'day, I'm Cheney, and I make these videos because I want to empower women, especially women who live with anxiety. I worked as a registered nurse for 10 years, and I now live in Sydney, and I work as a yoga teacher and also as an actor. I have the Dodow now, and spoiler alert, this product is amazing. I wanted to try this new product because there's no drugs involved, and I prefer not to take drugs to get to sleep. Just so you know, no one is paying me to make this video. I wanted to make this video because I think it's really important to get sleep, and to get good sleep, because it can really help you with anxiety and life in general, actually. The Dodow, which I have, and I'm going to show you how to use it, and I'm going to tell you all the pros and cons about it, arrived pretty quickly in the mail, actually, and I'm going to talk to you about it in this video. Please join me on my journey as I reach 1 million subscribers, and give me the like for this video so that YouTube knows that it's a good video, and hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen there. When I was very little, I had severe asthma and had a lot of trouble getting to sleep, largely because of the drugs that I was taking, as well as not being able to breathe. And nowadays my sleep problems are a little bit different, because my troubles with sleep usually happen in the early hours of the morning. So it's like 3 a.m. and I'm thinking about all the things, and then I can be awake for an hour or two. So although my anxiety has really improved over the years, massively actually, thanks to yoga and meditation and various choices I've made in my life, as well as supportive friends and family, I still have times at night where I have a very overactive brain. And I'm sure some of you can relate to this. So I bought the Dodow. I don't know how to pronounce it. I call it the Dodow. Here it is. Came in a neat little box. It takes 3 little AAA batteries, and I'm going to show you how to use it. It's clearly white plastic. It's so ridiculously easy. You place it on your bedside table, and then you tap it like a smartphone. So it's got 2 different settings. You can tap it once for 8 minutes, or you can tap it twice for 20 minutes. So I'll just show you how to do it. So you tap it like that, and you can see the blue light coming out, changing. And because you've got it on your bedside table, the blue light projects onto the ceiling, and you get this really wide circle. It's not too harsh though, it's just sort of like a gentle blue light. And when it's a wide circle, that's when you follow it to get wider, and then you breathe out as the circle contracts on the ceiling, and then it opens up again and contracts. And it's really soothing. It's very relaxing. I was a bit confused about the blue light, because I thought that blue light was bad for sleep. Blue light's not so good if you're looking into a screen, like LED lights, directly into your eyes. But because this is a blue light projected onto the screen, it's nowhere near strong enough to affect the melatonin levels in your body, which is the problem with blue light. So you don't need to worry about that at all. And actually, I did a bit of research, and they originally tried it with orange light, and they found that the blue light works better. Blue is a really soothing color for us human species. So it's really, really effective. And I bloody love this product. I was a bit skeptical because I've been practicing yoga and meditation for years, and I thought, Well, I don't need a product to remind me to breathe because apart from the fact that I'm human and I breathe, when you're practicing meditation and yoga, you focus a lot on the breath. And so I'm good at reminding myself to consciously change my breathing at night, to do deeper breaths, because that sends you into rest and digest. And it's better to be in that phase when you're wanting to go to sleep rather than in fight or flight, obviously. And the rest and digest phase helps your parasympathetic nervous system. So it just calms you right down. And so I thought, why do I need a product to help me to do that? Well, I'll tell you why, because you don't have to think about it. So that is the best thing about it. It's got this light projected on the ceiling, you just watch it and it lets you just breathe in your own way, but you don't have to think about trying to slow your breath down. So what I found was that I was watching it and breathing along with the expanding and contracting light, and I found my eyes like doing things like, oh yep, oh, I'm watching the light, and I reckon it was honestly about 6 minutes and I was out, which was amazing because, like I said earlier, my problem isn't usually getting to sleep at night. I'm usually flat out during the day. I get a lot done, I'm highly productive. By the time I go to bed, I'm knackered and I just go to sleep. But yeah, my problem arises usually when I've had a few hours sleep and my brain wakes up and goes, oh, you need to put on a load of washing or the world is going to collapse. So I put this on, and the first night I put it on about 3 a.m. and I put it on the 20-minute setting where you double tap it, and that means it will go for 20 minutes. Just switch that off. And I reckon I was out, yeah, about 6 minutes. It was so fast. And then a couple of nights ago, I put it on about 3:30, I think. And I put it on the 8-minute setting, and I vaguely remember it going off. I just remember trying to keep my eyes open to see if I could keep myself awake, but I couldn't. Your eyelids get so heavy. It is unbelievable. So I've used it for a week now. It is consistently good. It's also good for I'm a middle child, I want to do it all myself thing, because I can just rely on something else to help me to get to sleep, which is really good. Please give this video a like if you're finding this useful. So just a little bit about how this works. When you breathe in and out really steadily, it reminds your body that you're safe. And for those of us who have anxiety, even if you only have anxiety now and then, the main thought with anxiety is that this thing that's bothering you, even if it's something little like I forgot to put the bananas on the bench, whatever it is, you know that it's not an important thing to worry about, but your brain tells you otherwise. So it's really hard to differentiate between what's worth worrying about and what isn't. So what this does is it changes your body's physicality, like it physically changes your nervous system, and it tells your body to slow down because your body is constantly communicating, all the sections of your body are communicating. So for example, if it's a really, really hot day, your peripheral blood vessels will dilate. That's just normal. It's a response to what's happening in the outside world. If you've got anxiety, your body thinks you're under threat and there's something wrong, and so it will pump you full of adrenaline, trying desperately to prepare yourself for fighting or for running away. So with you using your breath, you can lie there and allow this light to change your breathing patterns so that you can convince your body through a physical method, not through your thinking, that you are safe. And that's one of the reasons this works so well. Sometimes you might hear a noise in the middle of the night, for example, and you think, oh, someone's breaking into the house. And that makes sense. If somebody is breaking into the house, obviously you want to be full of adrenaline, but then it can get a little bit shifted with those people who have anxiety. Is you hear a tree knocking against the side of the house and you think, well, maybe it's someone breaking in. I think it's the tree, but maybe it's that. So it's really hard to use thought to combat those fears. And that's why you need something physical to change your body rather than actually change the brain waves in your head by yourself. It's too hard to do it all by yourself. We need help. We all need help. That's just humans. We need help. Yes, I'm a middle child. I like to do things myself, but I need help as well. Obviously, the worst thing you can do is concentrate on trying to get to sleep. We've all done that. Go to sleep, which doesn't work. So I love the watching of the blue light because as soon as my mind would start to wander, I would just focus back on that. I didn't really get a chance to wander very far. So this is a very powerful distractor. It doesn't disturb anyone either. My partner's not bothered by it. Okay, on to the cons. I actually found it really difficult to find negatives about this product. You could argue that because it's plastic, it's not great for the environment, but to be honest, I'm sorry planet, but I would rather sleep over the saving of this amount of plastic. I don't use plastic very much in the rest of my life, so I feel justified in purchasing a small piece like this. Another thing is, I guess you could say that for what it is, it's quite a lot of money, but really it takes a lot of time and effort and research to put into a product that works so well. So you're not paying for the piece of plastic, you're paying for the time and the effort that these scientists and researchers put into making this product and creating something that works so well. And honestly, when I'm lying awake at 3 a.m, I would pay any amount of money to go back to sleep. The only other thing is perhaps for those people that really don't like lying on their back or can't lie on their back for whatever reason, is that it might be a little bit challenging to project it onto the wall, although I reckon you could if you sleep on your side. I'm sure you could find a way to prop it up and project it onto the wall. I always lie on my back when I'm trying to go to sleep anyway, and I visualize my spine in perfect alignment, which it isn't because I have scoliosis, but just to try to I suppose realign it over the years. Your mind is really powerful. If you like the idea of using this product, I've left the link below, so you can click on that and go straight to it and purchase it from there. I may get a small commission because of how I've set it up, but if you don't want me to get that commission, you can always go to the website yourself and find it from there. Please join me on my journey as I reach 1 million subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And thank you also for the very kind and responsive emails that I've had recently. It means a lot to me that my videos are helping you so much. So thank you all. I'll see you next time.